All right, I'm back with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and we have discussed some very interesting cases in which David has been a part of lately. And this is a really interesting one. It involves escalators, and I think everybody watching this video has probably been on an escalator. And there's some things on an escalator you notice you just don't know why they're there, like the little things on the side of the escalator and stuff like that. So David, tell us about a case in which you had a client that had a problem with an escalator.
This was a pretty tragic case. I felt very sorry for the kid that was involved in this accident. But in essence, most of us, like you said, have written down escalators or up escalators. And before becoming a lawyer and even having this case, I used to go up and I used to see that brush on the side of the escalators. And I was wondering, like, what is this brush for? Is it just to dust off the escalator or whatnot? But as a result of this case, I found out that the reason why they have those brushes is to deflect off the foot of people from the side of the escalators. You have to understand that these escalators are running 12 hours a day sometimes because they turn them on earlier. So after a while, it heats up. So it builds up a lot of heat. And particularly with our client, who's a little kid, most of them wear tennis shoes and it's rubber sole. So kids like to put their foot against the side of the escalator, and I personally myself before thought those escalators are just. I used to joke around and say, "Hey, I get to have my shoe clean while I go up or down before I get down." But the real purpose of that is, like I said, it doesn't really work in my opinion, but it's to deflect the foot away from the escalator, side of the escalator. In this case, our kid had his foot on the side, and the rubber of his tennis shoes just literally got melted from the heat of this escalator ongoing, and his foot got sucked into the escalator where it's going down. And these escalators are built where there's metals some distance far from each other. And this kid was screaming, and the parents trying to pull him out, and unfortunately by the time they were able to pull him out, his big toe had already come in contact with one of the metals inside the escalator, and unfortunately it amputated his toe. It was a very difficult case. Obviously, when you go against manufacturers and department stores, they fight you tooth and nail, but luckily we were able to go ahead and recover the kid a handsome compensation for his injuries and for his future, and got the both the manufacturer as well as the shopping mall that had this escalator make modifications to make sure that this kind of event doesn't happen again.
That's a very interesting case, and as we've described many times, every case is quite unique, and it's always best to contact a personal injury lawyer to get more information related to a specific case. So if you have any questions or concerns related to an escalator injury or any type of personal injury, please feel free to contact the law offices of David Azizi. The phone number will be in this YouTube video as well as below in the YouTube information. And thank you for your time, David.
Thank you.